Good evening, BoLS fans. This is Caldera here. Today I'm going to bring you a War Machine battle report. We got Skorne facing off against Menoth. Players, we have Ben, who's soon going to be writing Skorne articles for us, and John, who's, yeah, we hate John. He's a terrible Menoth dirty player. Anyway, alright, so we're going to be playing Scenario. Today we are playing Process of Elimination. We got the two zones in the middle. Basically, you got to score on either one of them, and you can only score on one of them during the turn. It's this big rectangle in the middle of the screen there. You got to score and get 2 control points, and you can only score on each one of them once during the game. All right, and we got Skorne going first. Ben, go ahead and tell us what you got in your list.
All right, we got a full unit of swordsmen with the unit attachment. 3. We got a Cyclops Shaman, a Titan Gladiator, a Cyclops Brute, and a Cyclops Savage for the beasts. The caster is Naresh right here in the middle. We have a Exstellar Soul Ward and an Agonizer. And then 2 minimum units of Pain Givers, because Naresh really likes his Pain Givers.
He likes them whips.
We have 1 Bloodrunner Master Tormentor.
Alright. We're going to flip around to the other side of the table and see what John's got. Alright, we're on the Menoth side of the table. John, tell us what you got.
Yeah, this is Resnick's tier list in the no quarter. What I have here is obviously Resnick, a Castigator, and a Vanquisher. It's only tier 3 because I don't have 3 jacks to give me the extra 2 inches deployment. You have the advanced deploying Sunburst on either corner here. As every Menoth player knows, you're going to have Acquire and Vassal right there.
You don't need those. We can take those off the table.
Right. Steelheads with Attendant Priest and Steelheads Cows.
Alrighty. Cool. Alright, we'll see you at the end of Skorne turn 1. Alright, we're at the end of turn 1 for the Skorne. I think, so what happened this turn? We had punch some baby elephants, and then what happened?
Yeah, so we put 4 Fury on the Agonizer, made him nice and angry. He went and hid behind a forest for right now. Everybody else ran forward. Naresh walked forward and put Iron Flesh on the Swordsman, who's spread out. They're going to get some Sunburst Fire in a minute here. Got the Soul Ward moved up in the middle of them to snatch some souls while that happens. Everything else just moved up.
Alright, so we told John to run away so that he won't hear the super secret strategy. But so what are your thoughts? What are you looking over there across the table? What do you think's going to happen?
Pretty sure he's going to have a turn that looks just about like mine. He's going to run forward, and we're going to dance around until one of us gets the charge off on the infantry. The swordsmen are going to try to get those steel heads with the mini feet, assuming I can keep the officer alive that long. Gladiator's probably going to have to shift position to go after those jacks. And we'll see where it goes from there.
Alright, we're going to flip over and we're going to have a very fast turn 1 for John over there, and then we'll see what he thinks. Alright, we're looking at the Menoth turn 1. Let's go over what happened real quick.
Pretty much ran everything forward and got into position.
Shocker, turn 1.
Fired with both Sunburst cannons.
Alright, cool, we had some action.
Tried to kill his Pain Giver Taskmaster, and this one tried to shoot at some of the swordsman but missed. The Vanquisher did manage to tag a swordsman that was right there and to kill one, so I got first blood.
Alright!
I set up these 4 steelheads here to take the charge from the swordsman and hopefully gave myself enough room so they can't get sidestepped into the back arc. I had to sacrifice Kale here, so this guy doesn't just come over here and trounce my steelheads all the way out.
So, looking over there across the table, what do you think is going to happen?
He's going to probably either run up or engage with his swordsman, and then probably take a pot shot with me from his shaman there at something, and then I will counter and hopefully try to beat him bloody. I'm really hoping he moves his gladiator too far up, so that way my cav can get in on it.
Alright, and what spell they got on them?
They have Ignite, so they're going to hit pretty hard with the flank bonuses from the pikemen here.
Alright, cool. You got any other spells out there?
Iron Aggression is on the Castigator. There's nothing really heavy over there for it to hit, but if it gets surrounded by those swordsmen with Iron Flesh, Combustion will take care of them.
Alright. So we're going to go over to Skorne turn 2. Alright, Skorne turn 2. Tell us what happened.
Alright, so a lot more running. The swordsman tried charging these halberdiers up here. They have set defense, so my charge attacks didn't do a whole lot, and all my other attacks did nothing also. Terrible dice rolls, all of them are still alive. Swordsman got Iron Flesh put back on them, so they should be okay for another turn. Kel had moved up over here, trying to get the Master Tormentor to come out. She did not come out. Had the Shaman move up and shoot Kel. One shot and Kel died. The Pingivers cleared off the Shaman afterwards. The Master Tormentor is going to hang out right here until those halberdiers come back up to try to kill Swordsman, and then she's going to have a fun little time with them. Everybody else is kind of scooted up. The Agonizer is hiding over here behind the wall, full on fury now.
Crying.
The Savage is sitting here, hoping those Jacks come forward to try to kill some Pingivers. Because a feat turn with a Savage is a little bit harder than normal. So we're trying to get those Jacks to come a little closer. That's it for my turn.
Okay. How do you think your game plan's changed a little bit, reacting to what he's done?
Game plan changed a little bit, mostly from deployment, just because the Jacks were on the wrong side of the table, so the Gladiators having to take a turn to regroup and go that direction. All the infantry are on my left flank, so that's where we're going to send all the swordsmen. They're running away from that the flaming wall of death. So we're shifting the beasts over to take care of the Jacks, infantry to take care of infantry.
Alrighty.
That's it.
Alright, we'll see you on Menoth turn 2. Alright, epic Menoth turn 2. Alright, let's go over what happened. First things first.
The highlight was probably the Sunburst crew trying to shoot his Master Tormentor, and it missed. Scattered killed the swordsman and swordsman and halberdier, which managed to open up a charge lane for this halberdier to go kill.
Straight into the Master Tormentor and killed it.
So we got taken care of. Def 16 swordsmen are tough to kill.
Because they have Iron Flesh on them right now.
So I'm probably gonna get feeded from him, and he's gonna come through and kill all these swordsmen, but that's okay. Move my cav to the flank to hopefully deal with this Cyclops over here. Vanquisher and this Sunburst managed to bring him down to 2. He's on fire. Gotta pray to God or pray to Menoth that the fire doesn't go out, so I can do the last 2 points of damage to it to get it off the board, which will then make sure that both my Jacks are safe.
It'll go out. It's fire. That's what it does.
So that's pretty much my turn. I just have to weather this storm as best as possible and then hit him back twice.
Alright, so do you think your strategy's changed at all, seeing as how he's moved the board around, shifted his initial strategy?
Yeah, he ran the Gladiator away, which means that my Cav don't really have much of a target to go after anymore. But I'm hoping that maybe they can come in and contest and kill swordsmen on the second turn, because they're really well set up on the flank over there to do whatever they want. The Sunburst is going to just, when he clumps all his swordsmen in this area, probably come back and do some good damage, and then Resnick will hopefully mop up whatever's left on the swordsman. And since he doesn't really have anything else on this flank that can hurt my caster, I should be pretty good.
Alright. Alright, let's go back to turn 3 for Skorne. Alright, Skorne turn 3. Tell us what happened.
Alright, so unfortunately the fire did not go out on the Savage, and he rolled exactly a 7, killing the Savage.
Oh.
Within beating range of that Jack there. So now we're going to plan 2. We put 2 beasts over here. I'm hoping that he won't be able to kill them both. So I'm saving my feat turn, hoping that next turn these beasts here can start beating up on some Jacks.
Alright.
If that doesn't work out, I'm going to be in trouble. The Pingiver's kind of got in the way over here. He's not going to be allocating focus to the big one, at least this turn.
So we got him in crying range.
Yeah, the Agonizer's fully topped off and crying as loud as possible. Naresh got whipped by 3 Pangivers.
And boy did he. Where's his damage boxes? Oh my God, Painkillers whooped his butt.
But he hasn't feeded yet, so he'll be okay.
Alright, so he's good.
The swordsmen rolled like crazy, only missing 2 of their attacks on these steelheads.
Boy, there are a lot less steelheads there.
There are 2 steelheads left, so I don't quite get the point. I needed to kill just that one dude still.
And he's still there.
Still contesting my zone, but that means that he's going to have to actually do something about all my swordsmen in his zone. The Soul Ward moved up, killed the Attendant Priest with 1 shot from his laser eye. And that's my turn. So next up, we're expecting some damage coming in from these Jacks. And it shouldn't be enough to kill me off, and I should have a good run on my feet turn next turn.
Alright, so has your strategy changed at all this turn, seeing how he's positioned the cav over there and the guys over here?
Yeah, we ran away from the cavalry, but they're not too scary right now.
Alrighty.
Whilst losing my savage is the only thing that changed anything this turn.
Alright, we'll flip over to the Menoth side. Alright, we're looking at end of turn 3. Let's do a quick recap. Let's do, what was the big thing this turn?
The choir guy killed the pain giver. Was probably the highlight of the thing. I needed a 9 to hit, got it, and then
Rolled just enough to kill him.
just enough to kill him, and that was hilarious, which allowed the castigator free lane to charge the brute, where he pretty much whiffed and did nothing with iron aggression. The original plan at the top of the turn was to allocate focus to the vanquisher, so I could go for an assassination run on Naresh there, but his little agonizer buddy hiding right behind the rock there prevented me from allocating, so I decided to go a different route.
Alright.
Resnick made a big whiff when I came in there to go take out some of his swordsmen. It took me all of his focus to try to get to kill that one guy, which then I rack bombed the other 4 swordsmen that were there,
Alright.
and pretty much was able to clear them off the board. Ran the cav in front to give Resnick some meager protection, or at least something he has to deal with. There's not a whole lot on his side.
Okay.
I am a little scared of an Naresh assassination attempt right now, but I feel like Resnick and those cav can hold the zone pretty well. All in all, I think everything's looking in my favor.
Alright, cool. Alright, we're going to go over to beginning of turn 4. Alright, romping over to Skorne turn 4. Let's see, let's go over the highlights. What happened?
Alright, so this was the feat turn. The gladiator with enrage and the feat had no problem knocking out that dude. So that's a wreck marker there. The agonizer moved back up. He's crying again, so no focus for the other jack, but still alive. The brute got enrage and feat too. He charged that vanquisher there. Didn't kill it, but he knocked out its movement and did a hefty amount of damage. The soul ward tried to shoot at this cavalryman. He missed because he was in combat. The shaman, though, under the feat and enrage, killed the 2 cavalry models that were here, opening up a hole to Resnick there. Naresh is hiding behind a wall with iron flesh and a wall in front of him. So he's hoping to stay alive for another turn. He's now full health after that whooping that his own paingivers gave him.
Alright, so we're looking at the field here. What do you think, what's your strategy changing to?
Well, it looks like I've got a pretty good hold on the right zone. Getting the left zone is going to involve killing his caster, which I might have a shot to do if Naresh decides to go crazy, but that's not a real likely shot. So we're going to look at the right zone first. Half-dead vanquisher there is probably going to die next turn.
Alright, so roll on to turn 4 for Menoth and see what his response is going to be.
Chicago.
Alright, looking at the Menoth next turn, see what we got.
I was able to score a point over on this scenario, so that was the highlight of the churn.
Okay, how'd that happen?
The Steelhead Cav took a free strike from the Paingiver over there. He was able to do 2 more points, which he did 2 points on the previous round, so he survived with 1 box. Was able to put some pretty big hurt on the Cyclops that used to be standing right in front of the Cav. Resnick came up and punched it twice to finish it off. Over here, the Vanquisher kind of stepped up and threshered to kill a swordsman and do a little bit of damage to the brute. Weathering the feat turn of Naresh is going to be a challenge. I think he may be able to score this zone coming up soon, though, just due to the fact that the Vanquisher is probably not going to survive. It is enlivened, though, so it may be able to finagle its way away from the gladiator, the brute, actually finishing it off.
Okay.
This tried to shoot the agonizer, but completely whiffed and did nothing. This one had a pretty nice shot on his extoller soulward and was able to take it off the board.
Alright. So we're winding down into turn 4. Got less and less models on the field. Let's go over to turn 5. Alright, turn 5. Let's do a little recap. What do we manage to pull out?
Alright, we didn't quite score the zone because there's still one little choir boy over there towing in the zone.
It's the impossible to kill and deadly choir man.
Yeah, that one already killed 2 of my models. So Naresh is hiding here behind this wreck, hopefully away from Resnick for another turn. We got the Vanquisher. He enlivened away from the first attack from the Gladiator, but the enraged brute took him down.
Alright.
If he was still alive, the Agonizer's crying, but that doesn't matter anymore. This one Paingiver killed the last cavalry model.
Revenge.
And that would be my turn.
Alright, let's see what the Menoth player can pull out. Alright. Menoth turn. Let's see. Whoa, there's some stuff missing. What happened?
Okay, so this Sunfire crew was able to do some damage to his brute that was in front of where Resnick now stands. This one was able
Epic
to try to
fail.
shoot.
Epic.
Ended up
It was
killing
awesome.
3 members of the 4 choir.
Scattered 6 inches back, right on top of direct hit on 3 choir members. Killed them all.
Yes, so that was fantastic. It's come down to an assassination attempt. Naresh is gonna just come right at Resnick. If he can kill him, it's game. If he can't, it's game. So.
All right, it's coming down to this,
It's gonna be good.
one way or another. All right, let's see how it goes. All right, guys, we have an assassination attempt in progress. All right, what we got here is we got that 3 marker. We got some whipping boy action from the pain givers, and then so we've got charge attack hit. He had a cyclone out of the crater that was there from the castigator from earlier in the game, and then that cost him some fury to get out. And then charge attack hit, did 12 points of damage. And here we go. We're gonna live roll the attempt to kill him. All right.
Buy an attack.
Buy an attack. All right.
7 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, missed. Buying another.
Miss.
Oh no.
Should have boosted.
By the last.
Buying the last tip.
Hits.
Hits.
What's the
Well,
best?
Get the
we're
boost on this.
we're-
Is that 13.
PAL 13. -4.
Not enough.
4 boxes left.
4
One
damage.
Box.
1 left.
1 damage left. Uh-oh.
You want to just shake hands?
I can make some tough rolls.
Here we go. Go ahead and roll it out. We
Okay.
already know what's happening.
Resnick's gonna get all his focus back. I'm gonna spend 2 for Iron Aggression.
2 for Iron Aggression.
Or, sorry, Engine of Destruction.
Engine Destruction. All right. No. You gotta stick with what you cast.
Okay. Mat 11, need 4. 5's gonna do it. POW 18, straight dice.
Straight dice.
So it'd be 7.
That'll be a tough check.
Tough check. Oh!
Yeah, make 4, 5 more.
Let's do
Another
this.
tough check. I have to roll a hit, don't I?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
That's game.
Good game, man. Good game.
all right.